Hello! I know what you're thinking. Did you really just start the episode off with the intro instead of giving us a little 8 to 40-second teaser of something, then kick it into the intro? Why, yes! Yes, I did. Because I didn't really have a bit. I didn't have a clip, a little something to talk about. I didn't have that there. So, that's what I did. I just started it right off because I'm trying to get into it. I'm trying to get into it on this beautiful, it's a Thursday morning for me right now. And I'm not going to lie to you, I'm tired, okay? I'm trying to get into the zone, trying to get into the podcast zone here. So I was trying to get that energy, trying to get that music flowing through my veins just on some other level to bring forth the most powerful feeling I could. And it's working-ish, I hope. We'll see. But yeah, hey, welcome to Full Circus. My name is Tristan Sartoris. This is episode 14. Or welcome to episode 14. My name is Tristan. This is Full Circus. You can say it either way you want, really. Actually, this is the first time ever I've recorded an episode back to back. Now, these episodes that I've been recording will never see the light of day, I hope. They're little emergency episodes. Worst case scenario, if I get sick or something happens and I can dish out a little 30-minute PCast, then they're there. But I wanted to practice. I wanted to keep getting on the mic because waiting a week to do this just takes forever. It's so long. It's literally, do you have any idea? It's 7 days. You have any idea how long a week is? A week is 7 days. And I hate waiting 7 days to get in front of the mic. So I've been doing I've been trying to step in front of it and just kind of get that feel. So this is the first time I've ever done this consecutively, like back to back to back to back to back. So it's been nice. I think it's been good. The episodes, again, they should never see the light of day because I was literally yawning in them because I had just woken up and I was like, I just want to hop on here and I'm just going to sit here and talk about my story real quick. Hot dog. And I just kind of rambled for 20, 30 minutes. And yeah, I was yawning. And that's not what I want to do in this episode because they're emergency PCasts. But this is the real PCast. This is the real one. This is the real potty time. The real potty cast. And I want to make sure it's good. I want to make sure I bring my A game to the table here. So hopefully I will not yawn. And if I do, I'll cut it out. And we're just gonna vibe here for a second. Now, do I have any material for this episode? No. Used it all in the emergency podcast. No, I actually didn't. I didn't really have any material then either. But I hope that it pays off. I hope that the practice, pays off. Practice makes perfect. And everybody heard that growing up. This podcast is just going to turn into family stories all the time, all the sayings that you get growing up. Practice makes perfect. But I suck at this. Hey, son. Practice makes perfect. But I don't want to clean out the gutters. I'm not good at practice makes perfect. Hey, you want to vacuum the family room? Practice makes perfect. Okay. There were so many things I just wasn't good at. It was always going to be like sports. It was some sort of sport or just anything. And we were a no-quit family, ever. If it was freaking Candyland, if it was a video game, if it was trying to play hopscotch, if there was nothing. There were so many times where my dad would be whooping me in Candyland, completely annihilating me. And I would just okay, I'm done. And I remember him saying, no, you don't quit. Son, you don't quit, all right? You're going to stick through this. You're going to stay in the Candyland. You're going to watch me freaking climb the Candy Tower, and you're going to sit there and enjoy it. And you're going to believe it, and you're going to finish this game, and you're going to see this through because you don't quit ever. And I was like, okay, this is fun. And I was 5, so the lesson stuck through though. I don't quit in anything. I never quit. Whether it is a board game, whether it's a real sport, whether it's, just in life in general. I never quit. And that's why it was so hard for me to stop eating junk food. Because I don't quit. And then finally I had to do some rewiring in my brain to figure out, what was okay to stop doing something. But yeah, anyways, it was a real strict law. It was a strict rule. in this household. You don't quit, ever. And it'd be that way in video games. And if you tried to quit, he would diss you. Like, what, you just gonna quit because you're losing? He's like, no, I just don't want to play it anymore. What you would try to say, even though you're getting whooped. And because my dad was great at video games. It's like, my dad doesn't sound like a cowboy, but, sometimes he can be. So that's his new voice. That's his new voice on the podcast. What are you gonna do? You just gonna quit right there? No, I don't feel like playing anymore, Dad. And I'm like down 20, or if it's like a racing game, he's like laughing at me. He's like, no, here's what you're doing. You're quitting because you're losing. You're quitting because you suck, right? Am I right or wrong? Are you quitting because you don't feel like playing, or are you quitting because I'm freaking owning you and you're not any good at the game? The second one? That's right. Now get the controller and play it back and watch this victory lap. And, never quit. Never quit. And in a long time, I thought maybe that's just easier to say as a winner. But really, it's been very beneficial in my life going forward. So, listen to everybody out there. Don't quit, son. Hey, don't quit. Now, if you don't have a dad and, maybe you started quitting at things, you can use my dad's very inspirational speeches, Are you quitting because you're a loser, or are you quitting because you're just a loser? Because that's all losers do is they quit. Now, you're going to see this thing through. Either you're going to win or you're going to watch me win. One of the two for sure. Let's rock. And what do you want for dinner? And, so use those in your life. Whatever you're going through, you can always use my dad's very inspirational speeches. So inspirational. Freaking get you fired up. What else has been going on? Nothing, dude. Nothing's been going on. The car, so DoorDashing, right? I haven't talked about DoorDashing, I don't think, in a few episodes, but the transmission went out after I got the car back. The transmission went out, and it's being replaced, and I'm back at home doing nothing. I'm doing stuff, but I'm not making, the dough that I would like to be making. I'm not really being a pizza chef right now. I would love to be making dough, but I'm not. I've been doing a lot of auditions and working and writing and different stuff like that. Creative processes, but if you're not getting that instant satisfaction, right? If you're not putting freaking yeast into the recipe, if the dough's not rising, then it's hard to feel like you're being super productive. But I gotta remind myself that I am. At least I'm not sleeping till 3 p.m. anymore. It did happen, but that's besides the point. So that's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to grind things out. I tried doing some impressions. I tried doing that, and that was nice. People seem to like that. But really, it's just an excuse to be in the booth. I just want to be in the booth all day long. So that's been my territory. That's been what's happening here. Dude, I just ordered a new food scale. This might not be the most interesting thing to you, but I never thought in my life I would actually be so excited about a food scale. Okay? Now, if you don't know what a food scale is, it says it right in the name. Okay? It's a scale for food, right? I put an apple on it and it tells me, boom, that's 120 grams or whatever. And I was using my dad's. He had a concrete scale. I was using a concrete scale for the past 6 months. And it's not super sensitive, right? It doesn't really pick up on a gram. One time I was making a pizza and I was just dumping some salt in. It's like, okay, we want 1 to 2 grams of salt. Okay, I'm dumping salt. And to the point I dumped half the thing of salt and I was like, we've only went up 1 gram. We've only got 1 more to go. It's really going to take, maybe this thing, that's when I realized it was a little bit off. That pizza was so bad. Man, I was so thirsty. I felt like I was in the desert with every single bite. It's like every time I took a bite of this pizza, I thought it was going to be so amazing. I had made dough. I put the yeast. I did everything right. And every time I took a bite, it felt like there was a tumbleweed. I'm in the desert. Sand's blowing. It was all bad. And it was hot too. And, it's like I would just see a mirage. And it would just be a pizza without salt. So I had to get a new scale because he needed his concrete scale back. And I was like, how am I supposed to weigh out my Cheerios? So eventually I just waited. I got a new one. It's supposed to be coming in an hour, right? I feel like I've ordered other things on the podcast before, but you know what? Screw it. People get things. And I'm not going to stop getting things. Don't ever quit. Don't ever quit getting things. What, are you quitting because you're broke? You're not ordering things because you're broke, huh? You a loser? Now you going to stop ordering things off Amazon, or are you going to get back in there and get some express shipping, boy? That's right. Now go pick up your room. So, yeah, I've never been so excited about weighing food. It's like, oh, shoot. And it's the scale is a 0.1 gram counter, so I'll never mess up on salt again. And that's exciting to me. Because once you've had that, you'd be excited about your scale too. And I wish the recipe would have just told me like half a teaspoon or something, so I wouldn't have done that much. When you go off grams, it can be pretty dangerous. But anyways, yeah, I'm so excited. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. I'm going to weigh everything. I can't wait to weigh stuff. I can't wait to weigh. Yeah, but you would never think you'd be so excited about counting the weight of your food. Not even counting how much I'm eating, just the weight. I just want to, and sometimes it's just interesting for me to know what this is. I'll just grab random stuff. I'm like, oh, is that freaking half a bowl of spaghetti? That's 112 grams. I feel like the count from Sesame Street. It's like, I got to count all these things. I got to see what this crap weighs. You know, I'll weigh out 41 grams of Cheerios like that, and it's almost like muscle memory now. I'm like, I don't even have to look. 113 grams of cottage cheese. I can do that in my sleep. And like I do that 100 grams of pasta or spaghetti, 128 milliliters, that's a whole other story, baby. When you go into milliliters from grams, milliliters to grams to ounces to freaking anything else, there's just so many levels to this. So if you're getting a food scale, prepare to be as hype as I am right now. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to get this thing. Mostly because after he took it away, there were some foods that I was not as, used to weighing on a daily basis. So some of the stuff I'm just like, slop, right, blop, bloop, blop, blap. And I'm just like, is that a serving? Could be a serving. Who knows? So I could be eating a lot recently for like the past few days, or I could be eating way too little, and that wouldn't make any sense because I haven't been hungry. But still, I like to know. Once you're in the know, you can never go back. Once there's some sort of addictive feeling of knowing exactly what these numbers are, I can't go back to the unknown. The unknown's scary. Even if I'm having like a cheat day, I'm going completely out. I mean, I have a whole Little Caesars pizza. Only actually they raised the price up to $5.50. It's not $5 anymore. So, you're on my list, Little Caesars. But anyways, Little Caesars, a little hot and ready, quick slice of pizza. I'll get the whole box and I'll sit on the scale like, oh dang, it's just a few pounds. I can do that. I just like to know what it is. 18 grams. And yeah, it's fun, man. It's fun. The food scale. It's like scaling your food. It's just, I love it. I can't explain it. So that's what's going on with me. I also bought a charger for the first time. It's actually not the first time. It's the third freaking time. Okay, it's the third time I've bought this same charger. Technically the fourth, if you really want to trace it back. So I got this super industrial nylon strength ultimate iPhone charger cable. Strong enough you could put it on the back of a pickup and pull a sled with a freaking Mormon family on the back. 18 people. And it's super strong. I've had it for like 2.5 years. And it's been perfect. It's been so great. It's just finally now wearing down. So I'm like, hey, I got to get a new one. I go on Amazon, click, clickety, bang. I order it. I wait 2 to 3 days, and I track it obsessively. It gets here. Ta-da! It's like the choir. And I open it. It's the wrong cable. It's the wrong freaking thing. Now, is the cable horrible? No. It's fine. It would suffice, but it's not industrial strength. It's not going to freaking pull a Mormon on the back of a pickup. Maybe like a small, atheist family, or, some people who just don't like children. Maybe just two people, or maybe just a lonely guy. Maybe that's all this cord is pulling, just a lonely individual. But I'm looking to freaking pull the herd with my cord. You ever seen that? That's what that's what they show, how strong this cord is. Like, you can put it on the back of a pickup, and they'll actually be like pulling something. The 10,000 strength industrial, so strong it'll hold up freaking 13 tons. I'm like, dang, man, this feels a little bit overkill. I don't pull my phone that hard out of the socket. But, so that's what I wanted. I wanted that cord. I wanted that one. I wanted the one where they show it right in the infomercial. I wanted that one back again. And so I had to send this one back. Ordered the second one. It comes again, 2-3 days. I'm waiting. Finally! I open it up. Looks like the material. It's industrial. It's freaking nylon. But then it's a USB Type-C. It's not even it's not a phone charger. It's just a random cable. I don't need that. What do I live in the future? What am I charging with USB Type-C? I'm not on that level yet. I'm still doing Lightning. I'm using USB, just freaking standard edition. Okay? For like the rest of time. I'm not saying I'm on a floppy disk or anything, but I'm not up to USB Type-C and holograms. I'm not ready for that. So then I gotta send it back again. I send it back, and then I wait a few days, and then I'm like, well, I'm buying a food scale. I might as well take a third shot at this, and then here it comes today, and I'll keep you updated on the next episode. Maybe I should have done this like 30 minutes from now. But I just couldn't wait. Couldn't wait to tell you about all my packages. I'll never stop getting them. Don't ever quit, son. Don't ever quit, son. Right. You gonna get these packages, boy. Don't tell your mother we're spending all this money on food scales and concrete scales and whatnot. All right. Go pick up the dog poop. Yeah, what else is happening? Oh, the freaking, the Fast and Furious movie. I think it just came out. It's coming out today or some other day, or that's how movies work, right? They come out this day or some other day. They come I don't know why I'm just really today, but they either come out this day or some other day, but we can be sure for one thing is that it will come out on a day. It will not come out in some other plane sort of existence calendar time, but we can be sure it will come out on a day. So that's all I really know. But anyways, the trailer for that. Now, I love the movies. I love Fast and Furious. I love the whole franchise. It's not just a franchise, it's a saga. It's amazing. I love them. We watch all of them. We always go to the same, like showing as a family. We all go. We enjoy him. We throw our popcorn in the air and we go, yes, he's so fast and furious. But yeah, we've been watching him forever. But if you watch the new trailer and really just pay attention to the movies, they just keep on upping the ante. Like it started off with they're like, oh, we're just racing. I don't got friends. I got family. It's Vin Diesel. He's just like, that's just the whole thing. They were just like, yeah, we race because we got family and we got barbecue, and that's what they would do. They would just race and they would have barbecue, and then maybe they would go and pull like a little bit of a crime and steal some money, and it would be like kind of intense but not really. Like there's like a lot of fails like in these little tiny operations. Like, oh, here's what's gonna happen. You guys are my family. I'm going to shift it into fourth gear. And then we're going to take the money. And they're like, whoa, this is going to be awesome. And that's kind of how the first one goes. And the first few of them. And they're like, wow, this is kind of exciting. This is pretty cool. And it's really just them getting a little bit of money. And then it just escalates. As you go further through the movies, it escalates bigger. These bigger and badder stunts. And if you go and watch the new one, they're in these hovercrafts, there's these jets, they have like magnetized cars that have like opposing magnetic forces too, so he's like, crank it up a notch, and all the cars and laundry machines just shoot through the city, the skyline, poof, like, what, wow, we're dealing with mad forces now, or something, whatever he says. And they're like, whoa, no, Dom, get out of there. You're going to die, Dom. Dom, you got to get out of there. And that's that. They're always just screaming. Every time Dom's in trouble, Dom's never had a freaking scratch on him. I'm gonna die. Dom, get out of there! No! I feel like every trailer ends like that. Dom, no! And he's just like running, and then he's like about to die, and the thing's on fire, and he just goes, "Not today." And he drives this big, I don't even know what it is, like a train or some sort of tanker, and he just drives it off a cliff. It hits a rock and jumps 20 feet into the air into a helicopter or whatever, like a jet, destroys it out of the air. It's like, what? Like, where did he learn to do that? Because at the beginning of this whole thing, all he knew how to do was get into 4th to 5th gear. I drive a manual, and I got family, so I take out helicopters. I don't even know what that is. That was almost freaking Sylvester. You take on the world you did, and somewhere along the line, you change. You stop being you. It's almost Rocky. But yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know how it escalated to that point, but man, I love the movies. I don't question it really when I'm in it, but it's just because I have a podcast that I gotta bring up the freaking when you actually think about the humor in it. How did he get to this point? Is he just bald? Is that what happens when you're bald? Because the only other guy I know that's taken out a helicopter is Bruce Willis, and he's also bald. So maybe it's like the hair is some sort of wind resistance, and when you shave it off, you unlock some sort of other level of chakra or chi or, spiritual plane of existence, and then you can take out, vehicles of the air. So that's what I saw. That's what I saw in that freaking trailer, and it's just, that's how they always go, and he's going to be okay. He's going to be okay. And also, why do movie trailers have to show that? Why couldn't you just show it like, Dom, and he's like tumbling towards the cliff, and you're like, wow, how's this sound? Because he could die here, Now, we know he doesn't, but we could be like, wow, he could die here. That's what you do in the theaters when you really don't want to acknowledge, the logic or really common sense. You're like, okay, they're not going to show him dying in the trailer. You go, wow, I could believe this. I could do this. Yeah, I could believe it. Yeah, he's in a tank. Okay, never mind. He got out and he threw it at the helicopter. He just threw a tank. He just threw a train at the helicopter. I can believe it. Yeah, I don't know. Bald people are like that. Bald people can do that, I guess. But I love those movies. I can't wait to go see it. Still, I'll poke fun at it, but I can't wait. I love them. Love them so much because that's what it's all about. It's all about throwing stuff at helicopters, family, and driving a manual. And it's awesome. Such great movies. If you haven't seen them, go check them out. The Fast and the Furious. The Furious. 9. It's 9, right? Yeah, it's the 9th one. So good. Who else is bald? Who else is bald out there in the world? The Rock. The Rock is another huge action star. He's bald. Am I onto something here? I don't know. There could easily be some sort of secret trickery that we're not, crime is afoot. But not crime, just freaking action star, bad mamma jamma style of destruction. It all comes with the territory. Well, how long are we into it? Oh, dang, we're at 24 minutes! Yeah! This has been Full Circus. I'm not ending it quite yet, but give me like a minute of stalling kind of to draw it out, and then I'll go into a super long, elongated intro, outro, and then I'll close it. Because I like to kind of just filibuster. I like to flubber. Around a little bit. And then I drop the stuff on it. Now, I know what you're wondering. Why do you end it so early, especially when you're on a roll? One, is because my packages are about to be here. 2, I always like to leave on a high note. Don't quit, son, ever. Son, listen to me. Are you quitting because you're a loser? Or are you quitting because you're no good? Or are you quitting because you don't want to see me win? You don't want to fail? But Dad, I kind of feel like I should quit. Or not quit, I feel like I should just end it. It's not quitting if I've already succeeded, right? You don't quit until you're president, boy. You don't ever quit. I was like, Dad, wait, but what if I just had a really amazing episode of the podcast and I don't have any more material after that to stick around? Shouldn't I kind of end it after that, especially if we're already at the minute mark that I usually end the episodes at? Actually, that kind of makes sense, son. Go cook your dad up a steak. All right, Dad. So anyways, this has been Full Circus, episode 14. 4. 1 plus 4 equals 5, which is actually the next episode, 15. So, not saying that's math, but it's kind of close. Anyways, I hope I really had I don't even know what I just talked about, but it feels like it was a good episode, and we're kind of going to call it right now so I can go get my foot scale. Did you get that? Was that awesome? That was inadvertently, I just sang the word scale while scaling my voice up and down. Wow, see, the world is really magical, and you just never know God's plan for you in it. You know, some people are meant to do that and freaking bust out amazing prophetic falsetto, and other people are just meant to put it in fourth gear and have a barbecue. All right, guys, thank you so much for being with me here on this beautiful Thursday. It's probably not Thursday for you because I usually upload on Friday morning. But anyways, thanks so much for listening. I love you guys. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. I like smile, peace. I'm going to go record some more emergency episodes and use all that and yawn a lot, okay? I don't know why I turned into Mickey Mouse. All right. Love you.